welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, grab a beverage, lock your door, and prepare to judge people who are making much worse life choices than you are right now. Today's story comes from someone who we will call Brenda. Before we dive in, if you enjoy hearing about other people's absolute dumpster fire disasters, hit that subscribe button. It's cheaper than therapy. So, Brenda lives in one of those mid-tier apartment complexes. You know the vibe. It's called The Palms, but there are 0 palm trees, just one dying shrub by the leasing office and a communal hot tub that looks like a petri dish for super gonorrhea. Brenda has been living there for 6 months, and for 6 months she has been aggressively lusting after the guy in apartment 3B. Let's call him Chad, because of course he's a Chad. Chad is the kind of guy who wears backwards baseball caps to funerals and counts protein shakes as a personality trait. But according to Brenda, he is, and I quote, dummy thick in the kind of way that makes you forget about feminism. For months, their interactions are limited to uncomfortable eye contact by the mailboxes. You know that dance. Oh hey, just grabbing my bills. Definitely not staring at the outline of your junk in those gray sweatpants. But last Saturday, everything changes. It's 11 p.m. Brenda is 3 glasses deep into a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, watching reruns of Sex and the City and feeling, shall we say, inspired. She gets a text. It's an unknown number. It says, "Hey neighbor, saw your light was on. Jacuzzi is actually hot tonight. Want to join? Chad 3B." Red flag number 1. How did Chad get her number? Brenda admits she might have accidentally dropped a business card near his door 2 months ago. Okay, stalker vibes, but we move. Brenda does not hesitate. The rational part of her brain has already clocked out for the weekend. The horny part of her brain is captain now. She puts on a bikini that is technically floss held together by hope, throws on an oversized t-shirt, and sneaks out to the pool area. Now, the Palms pool area at night is spooky. The motion sensor lights are broken, so it's pitch black except for the bubbling, eerie blue glow of the hot tub. It smells faintly of chlorine and regret. Chad is already sitting there. The water is up to his chest. He smiles, and Brenda says it's the kind of smile that would make a nun drop her habit. He's got a plastic water bottle that definitely doesn't contain water. It's vodka. Cheap vodka, the kind that comes in a plastic jug with a handle. Ladies, if he serves you vodka from a plastic handle on a first date, run. That is not a beverage, that is cleaning fluid. Brenda slides into the water, and immediately she knows a mistake has been made. The water isn't just hot, it's scalding, like a lobster boiling hot, and the jets are on full blast, creating this aggressive, churning foam that feels less like a massage and more like a physical assault. Chad hands her the vodka bottle. She takes a swig. It tastes like rubbing alcohol and bad decisions. They start talking. Chad's conversation skills are exactly what you'd expect. He talks about his crypto portfolio for 12 minutes. Brenda just nods and tries not to pass out from the heat. But then the vibe shifts. Chad slides closer. The underwater leg touch happens. You know the one, the accidental on purpose calf graze. Chad whispers, "You look really hot tonight." Brenda, sweating profusely and dizzy from the heat, says, "I feel really hot, like medically concerning hot." He laughs. He thinks she's being cute. He leans in. So Brenda slides into the water, and immediately she knows a mistake has been made. The water isn't just hot, it's scalding, like a lobster boiling hot, and the jets are on full blast, creating this aggressive, churning foam that feels less like a massage and more like a physical assault. Chad hands her the vodka bottle. She takes a swig. It tastes like rubbing alcohol and bad decisions. They start talking. Chad's conversation skills are exactly what you'd expect. He talks about his crypto portfolio for 12 minutes. Brenda just nods and tries not to pass out from the heat. But then the vibe shifts. Chad slides closer. The underwater leg touch happens. You know the one, the accidental on purpose calf graze. Chad whispers, "You look really hot tonight." Brenda, sweating profusely and dizzy from the heat, says, "I feel really hot, like medically concerning hot." He laughs. He thinks she's being cute. He leans in. They start making out. And listen, Brenda thinks the kissing was aggressive. Lots of teeth, a little too much tongue action, like a golden retriever trying to clean peanut butter off a spoon. But she's committed now. Then Chad decides it's time to level up. He pulls her onto his lap. Now, we need to discuss the physics of hot tub intimacy. In movies, it looks sexy and weightless. In reality, it's clumsy. There's no friction. You're just two slippery seals sliding against each other in lukewarm bacteria soup. Brenda is trying to find some purchase. Chad is grunting. The jets are roaring. It's chaos. And that's when things go from messy to an absolute catastrophe. Chad is enthusiastic. He's really going for gold here. He's thrusting with the confidence of a man who has watched way too much adult content. Suddenly, Brenda feels a shift. Not a good shift. She slides too far back. Chad thrusts too far forward. And ladies and gentlemen, he slips out. But he doesn't just slip out. He misses the re-entry. Badly. Brenda describes the sensation as a battering ram hitting the wrong gate. She screams. It's not a sexy scream, it's a primal screech of pain that echoes off the stucco walls of the apartment complex. Chad freezes. "Oh shit, babe, my bad. You okay?" Brenda is not okay. She's seeing stars. She's pretty sure her tailbone is bruised. But wait, it gets worse. Because of the sudden violent movement and the ungodly amount of chlorine foam, something happens to Chad. He gets a jet, direct hit, bullseye, right up the exhaust pipe. Now it's Chad's turn to scream. Imagine a grown man, a gym bro Chad, letting out a high-pitched squeal that sounds exactly like a deflating balloon. He flails. He tries to stand up. In doing so, he knocks Brenda backwards. Brenda goes under. Her head fully submerges into the murky blue crow water. She comes up sputtering, gasping for air, hair plastered across her face like the girl from The Ring. She wipes her eyes, trying to figure out what is happening. Chad is standing chest deep in the water, clutching his butt cheeks with both hands, looking absolutely traumatized. Brenda's about to ask if he's okay when suddenly a blinding white light hits them. It's a flashlight. A high-powered security-grade flashlight. A voice booms out from the darkness. A very old, very angry female. "What in the goddamn hell is going on out here?" It's Mrs. Agnes, the 85-year-old widow who lives on the ground floor directly in front of the pool. The woman who measures the grass height with a ruler and reports people for leaving Christmas decorations up past January 5th. There they are. Brenda looking like a drowned rat in a string bikini, Chad still clutching his assaulted rear end. Both of them drown on cheap vodka and shame. Agnes shines the light directly on Chad. Are you fornicating in the community water feature?" Agnes yells. Chad, bless his stupid heart, tries to play it cool. "Nah, Agnes, chill. We were just stretching. I got a cramp." "An ass cramp?" Agnes shouts. "I heard the screaming. It sounded like a bobcat getting neutered without anesthesia." Then Agnes takes a step closer to the edge of the tub. She's wearing a floral nightgown and curlers. She looks like an angry, wrinkled Terminator. She points a shaking finger at them. "You," she hisses, adjusting her curlers, "are a whore, and you need Jesus." Brenda just nods. Honestly, Agnes, fair. Brenda got a formal written warning from the apartment complex the next day. It didn't mention the sex, it just mentioned unauthorized use of pool facilities after hours and interactions resulting in injury to a senior resident. Chad moved out 3 weeks later. Brenda suspects he couldn't handle the shame of knowing Agnes had seen his shrinkage. Brenda is still living there until her lease is up, but every time she walks by the hot tub, she gets a phantom pain in her tailbone and a distinct taste of chlorine. So, What did we learn today, class? Don't hook up with neighbors, avoid community hot tubs at all costs, and if you hear an old lady screaming, for the love of God, check for flying teeth.